What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hola Mexico travel series. Had a really nice rest last night, and now the plan is to head on out to town and explore a little bit about Huatulco area. So in the previous episode, you saw I was just like looking for food, and ended up finding Domino's in a small shopping complex, grocery store, and a movie theater. It was a fun day out. This time I'll try to do a little bit more, explore around, maybe even swim at one of the beaches. So I was reading online that they have like 7 bays and about 30 plus beaches. So I also saw that they do like a beach hopping tour with a boat and stuff. I'm not really convinced that I want to do something like that, but anyways, we'll see. First, we'll get a some trailer with some of the beaches, and then we'll figure out like whether I want to do the bay tour, do something else, whatever. It's all an open day anyway, so we'll go with the flow as usual. And I heard the taxis here are very cheap, so far I've been walking everywhere. It's very walkable. Well, even the uphill I did yesterday was like what 15 minutes, and then every time I come back sweaty, I just jump in the pool. So we'll improvise as we go along, but let's get started. And first things first, I'm headed to the balcony to have some fresh coconut water as a light breakfast with a nice view. So let's get started. Just started venturing out, and it's like nice cloud cover with the cool breeze, which is perfect. Feeling really nice this way. And this is the same hill I have to climb all the way to go back up. So that's the only downside of that property. While it has a pool with nice views and amazing facilities and spacious condo and stuff, whenever you want food or supplies or anything, you have to go down this hill to get to like the downtown side. And then you have to climb all the way back up. So most people here have cars, but if you're walking, I think I timed it yesterday, it takes about 15 minutes on easy pace. It's not a very steep climb, it's just a long climb, but if you're doing it at like 4 p.m. when the sun is at like peak heat, then you will feel it. So try to spend time like until 6 p.m. or so when it's like nice and cool breeze, then go up and you don't feel anything. It's really nice. So we are almost at the towards the like the base, and then we start figuring out, okay, where does I saw there's a Zocalo here as well, like the main square. So we start from there, see what the things are around and what the vibes are like. Oh look, fresh coconuts. Minion coconuts, maybe they are yet to grow. But this tree is also very small. It's not like the super high trees that people climb. But that's nice. Never seen a tender green coconut, like a very young one from this close. It's right here. So that's the big shopping plaza and movie theater where I was in the last vlog. Chedraui or some name like that. Chedrai, I think. But this time planning to go a bit further from there. I think Zocalo is on the left of this. Just gonna keep walking that way. I really like their pavements. So many coconut trees all around, and there's like a walking path in the middle. So if you're there, like I see a lot of people hanging out. You could just chill there as well, maybe in the evening. Even now there are some people just sitting under the shades of the trees. Those are like some bigger trees as well, and they've made some benches and seating area around the girth of the tree itself. So I was reading about this color code of the taxis here. So as you can see, all of them have a base layer which is white. Then the logo of the kind of like the locality where they call like the base station, and then the top color. So it's kind of like representative of where their main bay is, and then they are all collectivos, shared cabs running around town ferrying people to a similar destination. This market looks nice. Maybe there are some nice souvenirs and also some food and drinks inside. So let's go check it out. Maybe this is the start of the Zocalo, like the main square. Ooh, that was a good meal. Initially I thought there would be just like 3-4 prawns. I'd be very hungry because they also give like 2 spoons of rice, but then came out the magic, the set of tortillas, and then I was completely full. And the huge glass of fresh lemonade. I really like the fresh lemonade. Like in other countries they rip you off by just giving you Sprite or something, but here is like fresh squeezed lemonade, made to order, so it was perfect. And perfect for this weather as well. So I think with all these like decorations and stuff and the presence of market, this is pretty much the Zocalo. So let's see what monuments or something they have here is like a landmark. Oh yeah, that's the iconic La Crucecita cathedral. I've seen a lot of pictures of this. So I think this is the town center of the entire Santa Cruz area. Kind of like downtown. At least that's how I see it, because everything is literally here. There's nothing on top of that hill. But Santa Cruz is also like pretty big. So I think La Crucecita area is more or less like central. The Ado bus terminal, the grocery stores, the restaurants, pretty much everything is out here. And there's like this nice park. And I think the sun is setting on that side, so if you come here in the evening around sunset time, you can see the sunset behind perhaps this cathedral. And I also just saw like a gigantic iguana. Well, it looked like an iguana, some sort of lizard of the same family, a bright green color, somewhat similar to this, and it run up a tree, and a dog was trying to chase it. It's like, you're really sure that's a good idea? This part of Oaxaca has suddenly a lot more beach vibes, because of course you're close to the coast. There are people cruising around with scooties. Suddenly you start to find seafood here, and the wind is also very hot plus humid, so you feel like you're actually at the coast. That's a completely different kind of setting if you were, for example, if you saw the vlogs from the Oaxaca city. Finished walking around the block already. It's a pretty small town center. Back at the cathedral here, just resting for a bit, and then maybe we'll go inside and check it out. I was looking at the souvenir shops. They have a lot of souvenir shops for jewelries, textile, some places to eat as well, some souvenirs from Huatulco specifically, and some magnets as well. But I don't kind of like the concept of the magnets here, because they make it very heavy, either with ceramic or wood or something, and they attach like a very tiny magnet behind it, and it's very easy to have it drop down and then break into pieces. So it's still the one I saw at the airport, the duty-free one. That's the one that I really like the concept of. Haven't really found something similar on the streets yet, but at least now I know, I estimated the price, so I know like how expensive the one at the airport is when I get it. But for now, yeah, just sitting around looking at the various kind of birds chirping around, just listening to them. Alright, done with the town center. The church was also pretty nice, pretty quiet. Nobody was there at the moment. But now I'm headed down to the harbor side just to check out what is where, try and see if I could spot a couple of beaches, and maybe see if there is a nice opportunity to swim or perhaps do some other water activity while I'm at the harbor. Maybe these are the mountains that I see from my balcony. Perhaps I'm on like the back side, because yesterday also I saw the sunset, and this side is west, so my condo and the terrace from the gym, they're all facing westbound. So if this is where the sun sets, well, it's cloudy, hard to tell. Oh, it's that way. So then I guess it's all the same direction, and I have moved behind it, which is nice. It's mostly like dry trees, but it's like a very interesting formation. You see the steep separation of the mud from the trees. After that, like, there's suddenly nothing. At the end, I can already see the water over there. Yeah, this is a really nice promenade walk of sorts to get to the waterfront. Pretty cool. They've even made a slide, so you can take a slope, a slide, a stairs, depending on how tired you are. Going down is fine. I want a solution for coming back up, because that's going to be uphill. Do you have a helicopter ride that's free? There's a team of civil engineers behind me. They're speaking in Spanish, but it's interesting how they've cut out like the foundation, and they're doing a lot of construction. It's the same promenade down, but they're building a lot of new properties here. I always like to see how the construction happens. Like in US, it's quite different from the other countries, and this is quite similar to the way we do back at home, like the concrete kind of construction. I haven't seen bricks yet, but at least the rest of the process looks the same. I don't know if they use bricks, but probably they do. Maybe at the corner you can see some like brick lining, but those are like cement bricks, not the clay bricks that I'm used to. So it's always a nice experience to get a feel of how things are done in different countries. And this is like, oh look, these are like ash fly bricks. I think it's ash fly and not cement, but they look the same from a distance. So I don't know, can't really ask them. This is a very severe language barrier, because there will be like technical terms. I don't know if I get a view from somewhere there, whatever, but those are also like properties. I would see a really nice sunset that's happening behind me. But I guess the beach is somewhere there, the water that I was seeing from a distance. Whoa, look at that. I don't know if the GoPro is going to capture this, but the guy at the bottom is throwing the brick there, and then that guy is throwing one level up. So I ended up at the Playa Santa Cruz. Wasn't a choice, it was just like I was randomly walking down, descending as far as I could until I saw water and ended up here. So you end up at this marina side first, and they start selling you a whole bunch of tours and stuff. And look, this is the banana boat I was seeing from the Miradoro the other day. Anyways, coming back to the point, yeah, so the cool thing here is like they try to sell you stuff, but they are not like a hard sell. Like they're not gonna kind of pester you until you buy stuff. They're gonna come up to you, start selling things. If you say no gracias, they just walk away, which is a cool thing I really like. So I mean, sure, they have to sell the stuff to survive in the business, but that doesn't mean I need to be pestered as a tourist just because I'm here. I need to buy things. I like to do DIY, and I run away from tours most of the time. And look, there's the water. So I guess time for a nice swim. Okay, finally found a cool spot for a swim. Gonna go here and grab one of these loungers at the shack. So you don't have to pay anything for the loungers, you just have to keep buying drinks, snacks and stuff from the hotel behind you. Most of them have washrooms for you to change and stuff. So I'm gonna change quickly, go for a swim and enjoy a nice resting day. The water is unbelievably nice and warm. I thought it's gonna be very chilly, but anyways, I've been melting at like 40 degrees throughout the day, and then you are so close to the equator, so it's nice and warm water. So I'm just gonna enjoy here. I'm sipping on a lemonade at the lounger. I'm just gonna chill here, maybe grab something to eat as well. And with this, I'll wrap up this episode of the travel series, and I'll see you again in the next one. Let's see what we end up doing in the next episode. Have a few ideas, still haven't finalized anything. Still in Huatulco, so see you again in the next episode. This is the Rustic Wanderer signing off.